nice. You will. You know, like I said, man, it could be somebody you ate a long time ago. Everything going crazy around here. Y'all stick together. You feel what I'm saying? And like my brother said, he really pretty much touched a lot of, you know, deep, you know, points, you know, that y'all should really look into, you know, our unification gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Or we gonna keep on dying. Just as simple as that, you know. But, you know, with that being said, you know, doing a little break, you know, y'all just think over those little points, man, and just, like I said, I always remember to start the research, because, you know, your mind is infinite if you believe in God, because his mind is infinite, which means you'll never learn enough. You'll just always keep learning. So, just always do that. So then this way, you know, when you speak of a certain issue, you won't think you're always losing our mind, or we conspiracy theories or something. You know, we just, you know, come on and think some stuff up, just to incite your mind, you know, to the listeners. That's crazy. No, we ain't on that. You know, we just enjoy, you know, being able to put this out there for you to, you know, consider it and look into it and, you know, really understand that these events and things are really taking place without you knowing it, because, like my brother said, you are too busy partying every day. And they make songs like, you know, club going up on a Tuesday, so now you're in the club on a Tuesday, and know you gotta work. You can tell it's wrong. Now you can lose, but you don't feel like going because you got to hang up. So it's all, you know, set up for you to fail. You know, they tell you not to drink and drive, but they tell you to come to the club because there's certain artists is coming. Then they promote Chris bottles all night long at this amount of money. You know. So now you so caught up in the moment, you forgetting about you gotta work. You forgetting you gotta, you know, feed your children like my brother was saying. You entertain yourself. Now your wife hot, she feeling like you ain't dog crap. You know. Because once again, she's been watching Desperate Housewives probably too. And Atlanta Housewives or whatever. So now she want to be like them. So now you making foolish decisions. And now she's going to leave you. Now you going to get angry, want to put your hands on it, and then you go like my brother said. Now we killing each other again. And but you don't want to, you know, step outside yourself and blame yourself. Because you don't want action. You know, so not to, you know, drag along, but you know, just about that.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna take a break. You know, play a few songs for you, the ladies and gentlemen out there in the audience. If you haven't downloaded the app, it's Real Music, Real Talk. If you want to listen to me and the brother speak, and you can kind of go into some of our archives and listen to some of our older shows. We had a lot of shows that were there. We're going to have to, you know, put them back on there. We had The Purge and Decline of the Dollar. Quite a few shows that, I don't know, somehow they were removed. I'm not sure how, but we'll definitely be getting those back on there soon. So be on the lookout for that. And I think you have little segment of the show you're gonna have coming up pretty soon too, right? You're doing the what was you gonna do? The real nigga ish, right?
Yes, sir. Because probably later on, because I want to, really point out to the, the listeners, as well as, the Caucasian community, so that they don't think that, we trying to be some type of racist or something like that. Y'all, really need to understand that, this is not what this is. You need to know the truth of what happened from your forefathers. Because if you don't care about it, then you're going to be labeled under the judgment of your forefathers. And you have to understand that you might think we just coming like this because you put us in slavery and this and that. No, we have to teach our people the true wisdom of what happened in slavery. This is why they're not promoting it as much. They always taught us of what they did in their wars. It's cool. Okay? They didn't tell you that they killed all the firstborn slave parents. Why would you do such a thing? Because then that child won't know its original language. Or what really happened to its parents. Meaning, you being programmed. And the firstborn slave children were taught directly by the slave master. They kept this information out of the school system, so you didn't know that. Okay? But it's not about that. It's, like I said, it's about letting you know your liberation, if you're mindful. You have to understand your forefathers were a part of a group of men who sit in high councils, okay, who control this country and are the direct descendants to these fallen angels who fell with Satan. I'm sorry. You don't want to believe it. That's on you. But you're going to have to. Because he wants you to understand he's willing to give you a chance, the children of the slave master. Because you didn't know. You just followed what they started. Which means you have an opportunity. Because you just followed. You wasn't born into it as far as thinking it up. They were. So you have to be explained this knowledge thoroughly. And I intend to take my time as calm as possible so you don't feel that it's no type of hatred. It's not. It's basically, as I said, to show you your liberation if you're mindful. And brother, it's once again I'm grateful that you even allowed this to be possible. Because excuse me for that I'm outside. But all the support you ever gave me, I'm grateful for that as well. And it's just a blessing because I never expected myself to be speaking like this, and like I tell y'all all the time, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not, I just gotta make myself good. I'm sorry. I gotta stress that because I don't want you to think it's time. Allah made me feel and what He allowed me to know. And I just carry. So to all of this, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam tula. You know, I was gonna say before I go on the break too, man. I remember when we when I came to you when I was doing it. You know, when I first started the show, and I asked you, you know, I was like, man, you know, I got the show. I'm trying to, you know, get everything going, and you jump right in. You know, no hesitation. Like you didn't even think twice about it. You know, I think the next day we was you know, we kicked off and we were doing shows. Like I don't know, we were doing them every day or every other day. We have so many shows. That's why I hate they were removed somehow. But I'm glad they were saved into the hard drive. So now we're able to go back in and bring a lot of those shows up, because I know some of the people that started listening to us now, they haven't heard those shows. You know, like I said, Decline of the Dollar, The Purge, The Real Nigga Ish. But we did do an episode of that a couple of nights ago. But anyway, we're gonna take this break, and once again, brother, I appreciate you, man, because you kind of helped me keep this. Well, you helped me keep this thing going. Not kind of, but you helped me keep it going. Because a lot of times you come up with the topics when we just sitting around, you know, politicking or whatever, and we just start going in. And I want to thank you for that, because a lot of times it comes from just us having regular conversations. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes, you know, like I said, you know, those shows, you know, are truly, you know, from the heart, you know, and, you know, you can take my breath right now if you think that I just was trying to just talk just to talk. You know, I was, you know, anytime I do any show, I always pray before I speak, you know, so, you know, however, you know, it's taken, that's not on me, you know, that's on you. But you won't be able to say nobody ain't tell you.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. As you hear our show, you will say we told you so. And they're addicted to the weapons. These are his weapons against America. No army you got standing out to a regular conflict place, okay? Category 9, F9 or tornadoes didn't look. Nothing. So, you know, this is why the weather's flip-flopping as well. They want you to think they know the weather and control everything. So, believe it or not, you know, it's on you and how you feel to share it there. You know, a lot of our shows just came from the heart, and there's no conversation on what we know and just, you know, putting things together and just realizing it for the foolishness that it is. So we try to expose it to you. So you can look at it and be like, you know what, it is some bull crap. Maybe I should consider paying attention and researching a little more, because these brothers just pointed out something I never would have thought, and they was right. They ain't Creflo Dollar and them asking for money and all that. You know, we sending an invisible receptacle around through you swiping your credit card to send us stuff. They ain't doing none of that. We just kind of genuine. And if, you know, you consider it and look into it and help you change some of the things you've been doing that better your life, and the mission is accomplished. That's the savior. And then you take the wisdom that you learned and share it with somebody else and say it in life. And then you